and it's an honor now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
This shutdown is a choice, a deliberate decision by Donald Trump and the Republicans to abandon the very people they were sent to Washington to represent. And they alone are responsible for this.
What they have done instead is to shut down the government because we won't give billions of dollars to healthcare funding for illegal aliens. That is what has actually happened. To the American people who are watching, the reason your government is shut down at this very minute is because, despite the fact that the overwhelming majority of congressional Republicans and even a few moderate Democrats supported opening the government, the Chuck Schumer AOC wing of the Democratic Party shut down the government because they said to us, we will open the government, but only if you give billions of dollars of funding for health care for illegal aliens. That's a ridiculous proposition.
Mr. President, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
We're always grateful whenever you give us a few minutes of your time. That there might be firings during the shutdown. Do you think that will happen if the shutdown goes for a little bit of time, sir?
Well, there could be firings, and that's their fault. And it could also be other things. I mean, we could cut projects that they wanted, favorite projects, and they'd be permanently cut. So you could say, a lot of people are saying Trump wanted this, that I wanted this closing, and I didn't want it. But a lot of people are saying it because I'm allowed to cut things that should have never been approved in the first place. And I will probably do that.
Stressful because you just have all this uncertainty. So I wish they would just get their act together so that we can all do what we do best at work, which is work and work for the American people.
The fear of a shutdown? No, there's no fear. There's no fear. Shut it down and we'll still thrive.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. We are ready, we are willing, we are able to sit down with anyone, anytime, any place, including the president and the vice president. to try to find a path forward.
Ms. Baldwin.
On this vote, the yeas are 46, the nays are 52. 3/5 of the senators duly chosen and sworn not having voted in the affirmative. The motion upon reconsideration is not agreed to.
We have asked Republican leaders for months to sit down and talk to us, talk with us. They've refused and barreled us into a shutdown. They thought they could bludgeon us and threaten us and scare us. It ain't working.
But I would love to meet. I would like to meet with both of them. But I set one little caveat. I will only meet if they let the country open. They have to let the country open. The people want to go back to work. They want to be served. They need the services of some people, and a lot of people need the money, the payroll. So I'll do it as soon as they open up the country. I'd like to meet. So you want me to?
Mr. President, I've come to the Senate floor tonight to ring the alarm bells. We're in the most perilous moment, the biggest threat to our republic since the Civil War. President Trump is shredding our Constitution.
Look, it could be a disaster. It really could be, because at that point you're talking about people have missed 3 paychecks. They've missed 4 paychecks. How many of them are not going to show up for work? You take the TSA lines that are already too long, even right now, and say half of those people don't show up for work, not because they're not hard workers or good people, but because they've got to find a different job to feed their families. What happens when the security lines are not an hour long, but they're 4 hours long?
Good morning, everyone. We're on day 34 of the Democrat shutdown. Day 34. It's now officially the second longest shutdown in U.S. history. And we wanted to just have a simple exercise with you this morning to go through just a couple of important facts. There is such a staggering amount of gaslighting and false information that Democrats are engaging in right now. It is extremism on the left that is the direct cause of American suffering right now.
Our position remains clear. Reopen the government. Let's stand by our hardworking federal civil servants. Let's find a bipartisan path forward to enacting a spending agreement that actually lowers costs, because the cost of living in America is too high. This country is far too expensive. Donald Trump and his tariffs are making things worse, not better. And anything that we do, any path that we find to move forward, has to decisively address the Republican health care crisis.
Good afternoon. I'm here with the administrator of the FAA, Brian Bedford. I appreciate there'll be frustration. We are working with the airlines. They're going to work with passengers. But in the end, our sole role is to make sure that we keep this airspace as safe as possible. The administrator is going to talk about all of the tools we're going to deploy. One of them, though, is going to be that there is going to be a 10% reduction in capacity at 40 of our locations.
Like the traffic controllers having to work without pay all this time, I think is just unreal. It shouldn't be, you know. And that 10%, that's going to affect people like in my industry, because I do travel a fair amount.
Do you personally approve of the deal that's happening right now on Capitol Hill to end the government shutdown?
It depends what deal we're talking about, but if it's a deal I heard about, that's certainly, you know, they want to change the deal a little bit, but I would say so. I think based on everything I'm hearing, they haven't changed anything, and we have support.
On this vote, the ayes are 60, the nays are 40. The bill as amended is passed. Under the previous order, the motion to reconsider is considered made and laid upon the table.
On this vote, the yeas are 222, the nays are 209. The bill is passed. The motion is adopted.
I want to say that all this was utterly pointless and foolish. This outcome was totally foreseeable. I said that this would be the outcome when all this began back in mid-September. They did it anyway. Democrats admitted that they used the people as leverage, and they got nothing for their selfish political stunt here. They didn't achieve anything with this at all.
And it's an honor now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. I don't know if you have questions.